Do you recognize this man? It's Woody Allen. What about him? That's Malcolm X. And this guy? Okay, you knew that was Leon Trotsky, but the hair gave it away. When you put on eyeglasses, you're doing much more than seeing 20/20.
I mean, people, we define them by their glasses. Andy Warhol, Elvis Costello, Tina Fey. There's many people now.
Brothers Kenny and Dr. Harvey Moscott's family has been selling eyeglasses for 94 years.
Moderately nearsighted.
They've seen glasses come into style, go out, and come back in a big way.
Are they sometimes excited when it turns out they need glasses?
It's amazing. I would say 15 years ago they weren't, but today they're like, great.
I have bad eyesight.
Yes.
Not that poor eyesight is a requirement for glasses.
There are people that come in for glasses, not sunglasses, regular glasses that don't need them.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's a fashion accessory, so they might need it they want to increase their IQ or the perception that they're a little more intelligent, or they want something that's very bold. I think it leads you towards a certain behavior. It's almost like a name. You grow into your name. I think eyewear is similar in the fact that you put it on and you try to become, or at least you take on that personality of the frame.
I have 10 pairs, and each change is like a slight personality reboot. These make me feel like a 1950s gumshoe. Tennis, anyone? In these, I'm an overbearing German architect. Achtung! Whatever the style of frame, psychologist Roger Terry warns against the stigma attached to the astigmatic.
We have in our society, unfortunately, the stereotype of the nerd, the bespectacled, weak, passive, somewhat introverted, bookwormish kind of person who has terrible vision.
EOTF.
Blink.
In clinical studies, Dr. Terry determined that these stereotypes can have far-reaching consequences.
So if a glasses wearer is seen as more passive, he's likely to internalize that and actually maybe become more passive.
That's a real possibility.
Well, I think that's a lot of baloney. I'm trying to not be passive. I'm trying to show that I can be aggressive. But in this era of high-fashion eyewear, surely there exist exceptions to these rules.
In the case of a librarian or a CBS News correspondent who's seen as more sexy because he or she wears glasses, what's going on there?
There may be a fantasy element, the removal of clothes, the removal of glasses.
No, I understand.
So how much do glasses affect the perception of personality? Back at the Moscott store, we experimented. This man had never worn glasses before.
Would you ever consider wearing glasses as a fashion statement, non-prescription glasses?
Probably not, but I might do it to pick up a librarian.
This gentleman wanted to look more corporate.
I feel a little bit like a banker, but it's hot.
Well, being a banker isn't that hot right now.
For this young saleswoman, these glasses didn't quite fit.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, these are large.
Oh, my God. She is the next Mrs. Madoff in these glasses.
So if you're a person who wears glasses and you elect to wear glasses, you should have say something glasses.
Because sometimes the eyes don't have it.